wanna fight so much. Katina.
Do we hate Olajuwon?
You deserve it.
No.
Dr. Viviana's episode. Look at Steve. I feel so bad for this girl.
What's going on, Mark?
You don't even believe in me. They were insecurities, rightfully so. Ooh, cut him off so many times.
You ain't even got a test.
No, sir. I guess that's what love is. Speak up.
It's your choice. I'll be damned.
Do you think you're perfect? That long blink was an eye roll. She's ruthless. You ain't never brought that up.
Valid point. Does laundry.
She left?
No, ma'am.
Wait a minute.
What up, Married at First Sight fam, and welcome back to another episode of From Rizzo with Love with me, your girl Rizzo. As we recap Married at First Sight season 14, episode 10. Y'all, I don't know if this is the 1 month anniversary. I feel like I should know it, but I don't know yet, and I do this every week. No, this is the episode where Dr. Viviana comes. So we figure out who is actually having sex, who isn't. Actually, nobody is, except for maybe Olajuwon and Katina, because I'm not sure she's telling the truth. I don't know if y'all saw that before, but when she was sitting and talking with her friends, she was like, yeah, well, we did. And I'm like, friend, she's trying to tell you they did like something else, but I feel like they were engaged in things, but maybe not sex. Or they lying to us like a Clara and... what's that man's name? Ryan. So we get to dive deeper into what's been going on. I actually have no hope or faith for anyone except for Stephen Noy. Like, I know we go back and forth all the time. Like, there's no way Lindsay and Mark are coming back. Jasmina and Michael hate each other. Stephen Noy are gonna make it. No to Chris and Alyssa. And Katina and Olajuwon. Yo, this reminds me. Let me get into this Olajuwon thing, because I don't know if I didn't spend enough time on this or if some of y'all are actually bugging. Actually, y'all are bugging, because there's too many people. It's a very small amount, but there are too many people who are saying, oh, I agree with Olajuwon, or oh, but he's making some valid points. He's making some valid points, yes, but the delivery, the tone, the way in which he's saying it, the sexism, all that gotta go. Really quickly, let's get into this Olajuwon thing, because the show about to start in like 19 minutes. So I'm gonna bang this through and then we're gonna get started. Okay, I like this filter. Maybe I should put my hair up. Okay, first and foremost, do we hate Olajuwon? No, we don't hate anybody. I think that man is wildin'. I think the video that I did was funny as hell. If you haven't seen it, check out who Olajuwon should have got with besides Katina. Second, to be very clear, if Olajuwon would prefer that he works while his wife cooks, cleans, works, does laundry, bears children, raises the children, folds his clothes, tutors the children, caters to every one of his needs, that's actually on him. If that's what works for him and that's what he wants, go ahead. That's his choice. But what you won't do is demean and disrespect another woman because she does not have those same sentiments and ideals of what you believe is a wife. Let's be very clear. You want this for your wife. You want this for your woman. You want this. These are merely preferences that you have. These are not the world requirements that people have for what a woman is or what a wife is. First of all, if you're telling her that she's not doing these things and therefore she's not a woman, what does that make her, a man? Because if you're telling me that a man's role and responsibility is to be working, well, technically, maybe Katina is a man because she too is working. And let's not forget, you know what? Too many people make these comments. I'm gonna get into the episode, I swear to God. Too many people make these comments, oh, you work from home, so you have time. No, fam, it is a 9 to 5, maybe she's doing more. So I have to work. I'm not just at home, just twiddling my thumbs and doing whatever I want. I have to work. Okay, I only have a couple more minutes. I will say the 2 points that Olajuwon made that I think are valid. One is you need to have a partner that helps to build you up as well. You can't just come into a relationship doing everything and like supporting her. Valid point. Do I think it applies here? No, but valid point. Second point, you need to have basic life skills. Yeah, you do. Notice how life skills mean that you are alive. I don't know if you've noticed, but if you take a look to the left and the right of you, there Katina is with a heartbeat. So yes, she has life skills. It may not be the skills that you want for you and your wife and your family, but she got them. The fact that she does not want or prefer to cook is not an indication of her not having life skills. This woman has her own food blog. She's doing well for herself. She got a whole full-time job that actually retires you. She's living, she's beautiful, so she's taking care of herself mentally and physically. Like, let's not do this. And she used to work in the nightclub scene where you were. So you was probably paying her. She got some life skills. Okay, now all right, I said I was gonna talk about the 2 things I like, but I'm getting into the other things that I don't like. And I have 4 minutes. Let's run them. Things I don't like, and maybe I'm gonna put these clips. Things I don't like. 1, the way in which this man speaks to this woman. No, sir. No, ma'am. This is not okay. 2, the way that Katina seems to be the only person compromising. Katina says, I'm going grocery shopping. I hope he doesn't get upset with me. But I'm not used to going grocery shopping for 2 people, especially for a man who likes everything from scratch. I am used to going out. Katina has a food blog. Not only is she used to going out, she prefers to go out. But you know what she's doing? She is compromising all of that for you. And what are you doing? Telling her that she's not a woman and she's not an adult. Then we could get into the fact that you said if she's not a woman and she's not cooking, well, what are you doing? I mean, sexism really should just have that under the definition, sir, because I'll be damned if you think the woman's only value is to be cooking or cleaning. What value do you have? Because I haven't seen you build a house. I haven't seen you start a fire. You know what I have seen? I have seen Katina make her own money. And you telling me that a man's job is to provide, then why is Katina working? Are you not a man? I know why you're not actually a man, because you're so busy worried about what she's not doing as a wife that you are forgetting how to be a husband. You sitting over here talking about her negatively, disrespecting her. You think you're going to have children with this woman who's your wife? And this is the example you are setting for a daughter or for a son to see how a man should treat a woman, how a man should treat his wife, and how a woman should expect to be treated? Like, I'll be damned. All because this woman doesn't like to cook. And Katina recognizes this, and Katina is always making excuses for him. Oh, I see you putting forth this effort more than I am. Fam, how? What is he doing extra that he didn't do previously on his own? What is this extra effort that you're referring to? And also, oh, you're not going to clean my house. Fam, I do understand. Don't say you're not going to clean and go to sleep, because I don't like that either. But sis, this is not you doing it by yourself. It's not expected that I'm doing this for our housewarming. This is our house. So we should both be helping with the chores. I am not your child and I'm not your employee. Nannies get paid. Dishwashers get paid. Maids get paid. Why is it that you think those 3, which are actual jobs, should just be taken on by your wife who has a full-time job, but you don't have to do anything? So this woman is now doing 4 different jobs. Not to mention when she has her own children, she'd be a nurse nanny, to be a night nanny. Like, get out. I can't. There's so many things, and the show's about to come on. Oh, and he talked about how, I think Katina has worked on herself individually, but she hasn't worked on herself for a marriage and a relationship. Sir, what did you do? You worked on yourself individually as well. Or am I wrong? Were you previously in a marriage and you gave it a go, and so you figured out how to be a husband? Is that what happened? No. You worked on yourself individually these last 2 years, aka COVID happened, so you couldn't thot and bop as much as you used to because probably the clubs were closed. But minor details. I'm going to let you have this one. You were working on yourself individually just as much as Katina was. You are no better in working on yourself as a husband than Katina is as a wife. And again, I don't even care what you think about what a woman's role is, but you are not going to tell her that because she doesn't fit your standards, that she is not a woman, wife, or whatever it is. That's because she doesn't fit your standards. You know what? I make more money than you. My student loans are paid for. My house costs more than yours. Does that mean you're not a man? Because maybe you should be shining my shoes. You my bitch? All right, but episode's about to start. I got to get my lighting and all this ready. So let's get to it, y'all. I'm sorry. I need to really check to see how all these couples are, to see if they're still in love, because last episode gave me a lot of like love and joy, but then it also gave me a lot of delusion. So the women are in, but no, I don't even know, because it's like half the women are in, half the men are in, and they're not the ones that are together. So we got 4 couples, and I need 4 people I need at least 2 to make it. And right now, I'm not hopeful, except for Steve and Noy. Though I worried about Noy lashing out and going crazy on Steve.
and his little calm self not working. If this is your first time, thank you for joining. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button so you can be in the know when we drop the next videos. I drop these every 2 days. Just playing. I drop these every week in 2 different parts. Part 1 and part 2 are usually 2-3 days between each other. So stick with me so y'all know. Hit these comments, let me know. Hit these likes, share buttons so you can tell a friend who watches Married at First Sight as well. Also, we do Real Housewives of Potomac recaps and any other ones that I think of. I did Insecure recaps last season, or the season before, but I didn't do it the last season, so don't judge me. All right, y'all, let's get to it. Without further ado, let's go. So wait, Mark tried to have sex with her on the honeymoon night. She said no. Couple days later, they wound up having sex initiated by him. It's been 2 weeks, they haven't had sex. Because remember, he's saying he's looking for emotional connection, he needs to pull back, all that stuff. Now they just had sex, but he just dipped right after? What's going on, Mark? Oh, this is Dr. Viviana's episode. Dr. Viviana, your hair is growing so much. Every time we talk about you guys, every single time there's a situation, every time you guys are on film, what are we talking about? Food and cooking. Thank you for bringing this up because it's getting ridiculous at this point. Thank you so much, Dr. Viviana, for being here and saying this and realizing how crazy this is and having Katina's back in this moment because she cannot speak up for herself. Thank you so much. Olajuwon got everything in order. He says so many negative things about this girl, and he says it to other people or like to her, but not like asking these questions, and it's not okay. And he knows he can do that to her and certain type of women. That's not all right. She knows that. He don't even care. You know what he's thinking right now? They were insecurities, rightfully so. I'm calling them out. What, you want me to lie? Let them be insecurities. Let her struggle with them. But instead of pointing your finger and shaking your finger at her, why don't you help her through them? Why don't you say, hey, we need to do this. It's best if we do this. Not, you ain't a woman because you don't do this. That's not any kind of way to deal with people. It's harsh and it's rude and it's disrespectful. I feel so bad for this girl. And it's not just because of how he speaks to her. It's because she doesn't have enough confidence to speak up for herself. That's really why I'm sad for her. She's such a sweet girl who doesn't know how to, you know. I wish she had that confidence. Katina, we wish you had this confidence. You deserve it. Oh man. Oh, it's more. Okay. She keeps asking, where did you get this from? And he's like, it's in me. Where did you hear that? You don't come out the womb saying this is what a wife does. Because if that was the case, everyone would think just like you, and they don't. Yes, stop operating in a state of fear, Katina. Speak up. What Katina got from this session is that she needs to change her ways even more. She becomes the wife that he wants. Sis, if you want to be with this man this badly, you gotta change all of this. And if this is what he thinks a wife is, then you gotta become that. It's your choice. I can't knock your choice. I might thinking he's getting the teacher back and saying, oh, I got something for you. I'm gonna peel myself.
We've had a great time together.
So they've had sex. They just don't want to talk about it on camera. Okay. I'm not mad. But this is Dr. Viviana's episode and segment, so speak up. Also, has Noisy come out? You heard Noi? She said, in the past, I have lashed out at partners. That's why she just left and didn't say anything. I told y'all she had that fight in her. You could tell she's ruthless too. Not like Lindsay, right? Ruthless. But like feisty, fiery, go get him, ruthless. I love how hurt Noi was to hurt him. That's beautiful. That's how you know somebody cares about you deeply. Not that we need that. I don't need you to hurt me to show me you care about me. She caused the pain and she was in pain for him. Do you doubt that I'm capable of making money? That doubt is what's gonna make Steve so frustrated. That's what makes him frustrated when they're having this conversation. He's like, so you think I can't even make money? And that's what's discouraging. You don't even believe in me as your husband. I'm telling you it will be okay. But again, Steve, she don't know you just like you don't know her. So now she's banking on you, what you're telling her. I guess that's what love is, though. You gotta trust, right? Look at Steve. Steve cut her off real quick because he hates talking about not being enough just because he's not working. He's like, no, let me tell you. So you want me to work, but I'm cooking and cleaning. So who's gonna be doing that if you can't even do that?
To me, it just sounds like excuses. Like,
ooh, why am I splitting the test when you ain't even got a test? So I'm gonna have 1.5 tests and you just gonna have half? No.
that's just not what I want.
A stay-home husband or dad. He's upset and she was scared to say that. They're not physically intimate in any way. Do we not remember on the honeymoon on like the third day? He didn't feel like they were establishing a deep connection because he was saying in the past he's been told that he's a bad communicator and he's not able to get his thoughts out. So he, is not leading it. So he asked her for help. He said, let me know. And she was like, well, why are you bringing this up? I think we're doing a great job so far. Why are you thinking so negatively? We're fine. He was like, okay, let me know. Well, damn. Now we're finding out that she feels that he is not communicating. What happened to you letting him know? Before you made it seem like he was being such a negative Nancy, but like, I guess he should have in this case. Did you see how she's like, that long blink was an eye roll under there. Like, oh, now you gonna turn it around and make it be about me. Do you know what it means to like call a black man aggressive? Also, as a black man, do you know what it means to be aggressive? But that's a lot. That's a lot to put on him, especially on national television. You are the aggressive black man towards a black woman. When Dr. Viviana asked, do y'all want to get to that place? I was gonna say, yeah, do you even want to get there? I know Michael is fighting, but I was wondering and worried that Jasmina was not. But I took a step back and I said, wait a minute. She is trying here. So yes, they both want it. They're just not doing a good job of it together. Jasmina, why you want to fight so much, yo? What's wrong? He yelled at you once, but you still hold on to that. Cutting someone off is something that you know has bothered him before. So it's happened once before, but he's leaving that to the side. And he's saying it happened twice in this conversation. He's saying, hey, we did a good job when we were getting our thoughts out, but we were cutting each other off. Let's try another tactic. Why you always want to fight him? Do you think you're perfect? You think you've done anything wrong in this marriage? Or he's the only one who has an issue communicating? Oh, I don't want to do your exercise because I'm okay. I don't have a problem cutting people off. Sis, you cut him off so many times during the conversation. Also, when did this become a one-sided thing? Will it hurt you to write your thoughts down? Again, Michael is proposing something else to help both of you guys, but you're combative and you don't want to do it. I want to be on your side, sis.
But you're taking it as?
That's what you're doing. They don't individually need to journal. It's because collectively y'all are struggling. But she's going back to, well, I'm a great communicator. Any person who can have a normal conversation would know not to cut somebody off. So maybe you don't know that.
Are you done?
Yes.
So the reason
You ain't tell them. She left again? When did you say let's try it? You said I don't need to try it because I can communicate fine. Wait a minute. You going from normal people know how to have a conversation to I'm not cutting you off to I'm not done to I don't need to do this. You just failed 1 minute ago when he had to ask you, are you done? Because you didn't say, yes, I'm done. Also, you think a normal conversation is when somebody says, yes, I'm done every single time they're done talking? Okay. So why should he try what you're saying, but you can't try what he's saying? Michael just, I agree in her to the death of it. He was like, how can I get out of this conversation? I agree. Yes, you're right. I agree. This is crazy. All right, y'all, I'm gonna stop it right here. This is really annoying me, and I hate that Jasmina is acting like this. It's really, really bothering me. I don't know why she's doing this. I hope when she watches this, she realizes, or somebody else in her life lets her know, because this is not okay. My goodness. And I feel like she knew it. So she came back when she was outside and made up a whole story like, oh, I'm trying to give another option. She said, you ain't never brought that up. Oh my goodness, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Why am I ending them all like this? I get so frustrated at the end of these. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Guys, and remember that everything that I have said has been from Rizzo with love. I feel like this season is really getting to me, and I don't like that. I used to be so positive. Why are y'all frustrating me? Where are the happy moments in this? I haven't seen happy moments in a while. Can I cry? Make me cry. Good tears, good tears. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all next week. Oh no, I'll see you in 2 days because this is part 1. Bye, guys.